All right, Coach Jack, so you had your first big scrimmage today. How was it like getting the pads back on today? What was that like?
Yeah, it's always good when you're fully padded and you can go and play football as it's meant to be played. So, got to watch the tape. A lot of guys did a lot of good things, still had a lot of execution errors that we got to get fixed early. So we want to make sure we catch those now instead of waiting until we get to the season. So, all in all, we stayed healthy, so that's a big deal for us.
So it's been a week into camp. Have you seen any big improvements, any big adjustments in the first week of camp?
Yeah, we're better than we were when we first reported. A lot of that is a credit to our guys throughout the summer already having a jump on what we did, just needing the coaches to get in it and fine-tune some things. So from day one to right now, we're better. Still got a long way to go, but certainly we're better than where we were.
So first game's coming up by the end of the month. How excited are you for that, and just how are you preparing for that, just going forward?
Yeah, man, good football team coming in here at some point at the end of the month. Right now, we're just kind of focused on us and trying to make sure we're ready for that challenge. Those guys, they play a really good brand of football, and I got a lot of respect for their coaches and how they go about their business. So we got to make sure we're in our best shape, we're in our best execution mode, and we're at our best period in order to face a good football team that's coming in here.
So still pretty early, getting ready for camp and everything with camp going on. Any big standouts? Any individual standouts you've seen? Offense, defense?
Yeah, I think the line play is better on the offensive side of the ball. I think we're deeper at receiver than we've been since I've been here. Now we got to find out what kind of quality that is on both of those units, but I do like the depth there. Defensively, I thought on the back end we're deeper there, and a lot of guys making plays back there. So we're still in a tough eval period. We got 140 plus guys out here, so we got to get a lot of things done and on tape. And so without watching the tape, those are some of the things that just stood out initially.
What have you seen from some of the newcomers? You have people joining late, but what have you seen from the new guys around here?
Yeah, just buy-in, man. Guys trying to do things how we do things. Man, we live in a world that tells you to be selfish. And so for guys to come in, adapt to the way we do things, we're old school, man. We don't allow hats in the building. We don't allow them to wear slides around. And they come from places that allow that. No big deal. It's just not how we do it. And so those guys have come in and bought into that, adapted to the way that we do things as Blazers, and really looking forward to the way they continue to grow.
You guys are ranked 7th in the first coaches poll for the preseason last year. What were your thoughts on that in your ranking?
Yeah, I'm on the committee. I think I had us unranked. It's one of those deals where nobody cares. I go back to when I first got here, man. I think we were like number 2 or number 3 in the country. That didn't have any bearing on that season. Our kids don't tweet that. They don't like it because it doesn't matter. And so we appreciate that people think that about us because, again, I'm on that committee. I certainly didn't have us in there. But, it is what it is, man. We're going to find out what we are August 31st, and then we're going to continue to find out over each Saturday. And like I tell our team, we're not going to know what we are until this thing is all said and done. Everybody can project. Everybody can talk about what we can be and this, that, and the other. The harsh reality is we won't know what we are until we played every game we can play.
And the last question is, what type of leadership have you seen from some of these guys? You got a lot of returners, you got some newcomers, but what type of leadership have you seen around the facility?
Yeah, I've been impressed with the guys that have been here. We got a unity council, man. Those guys have handled a lot of the small things that when I first got here I had to handle. So you can tell we're in year 3 of the program. Those guys have really stepped up to the plate. And I'm talking about things as small as who's cleaning the locker room to as big as alignment and assignments on the field. Really proud of that. Want them to continue that. Certainly not where they want it to be. Nothing's ever good enough for us right now. And so, but it is better than what it used to be. And so we value that growth, but we certainly look forward to growing even more.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. All right, we're here with Jordan Billups, defensive back from Valdosta State. Jordan, you've been here for a while, so what have you seen from this year's team compared to the end of last year?
The end of last year is definitely talent-wise. Like, we're more talented. We're ahead of the game where we were last year in fall camp to this year. We just got so many guys that can do a lot of things. So depth is really going to be our friend this year for sure.
So this year you're opening up against Albany State. Last year you went against NAIA. Yeah. You kind of had a little lighter start to the year, and this year you're just kind of going full swing. Mm-hmm. No NAIAs this year. What are you looking forward to at this early slate of the season?
Early slate of the season, just for us to dominate this year. Albany is this physical game. It's a rivalry. They're like an hour 30 up the road, but if we start fast against them, our season gonna be, we're gonna go through it. So.
How did it feel to put the pads on today?
It definitely felt good. I was tired, voluntary workouts over the summer, and like doing PRPs with the players. I mean, just to come out here and like get back in the pads, it felt great. You know, just to run around, get the pads thumping. So, you know, we'll be ready for Saturday.
You're looking forward to school starting when you got all that starting soon. So how's it been dealing with the school and the football side of things early on?
Oh, luckily for me, I got online classes. So, but I mean, school's coming up, but you gotta manage your time well. So, that's all.
What was it like being back at Bazemore Hyder? You've been here for a couple years. Was it like excitement-wise for you and some of those returning players and veterans on the team? And then have you seen any excitement from some of the new guys coming in, just being able to come back out here at the home field?
There's nothing like playing in Bazemore for sure. Like, especially on Saturday nights. You got Friday nights with the Wildcats and then Saturday nights with the Blazers. But I mean, all the older guys coming back, I mean, we're excited. We got one goal, is to win the national championship. And I think the guys that, I know the guys that came in, transfers, they're ready to come along with us. So we got a long season. We're ready for it.